So on our notes, the thing that you shouldn't have filled out right now is where it says you can also use a variation of the Pythagorean theorem if you know all three side lengths of a triangle and want to find out if the triangle is a right triangle.
Is a right triangle.
This is called the converse
That's a shoe.
Pythagorean theorem. And guess who came up with that?
Mr. Greek dude.
Pythagoras.
Oh yeah.
Okay? So he's saying that if you have a triangle and you know all three sides, but you don't know if it's a right triangle or not, you can use that Pythagorean theorem, and if it's true, then the triangle is a right triangle.
What if it's a left triangle? Is there such thing?
No.
Yeah, there should be.
Sets of three numbers, are you listening? Sets of three numbers that could be side lengths of a right triangle, that is, sets of three numbers that make the Pythagorean theorem equation true, are called Pythagorean triples. They're called what?
Triple.
Pythagorean triples.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so in your notebook right here, they don't give you a lot of room to work.
Are you kidding me?
But over to the side, you should have some space, right? Do you have some space over here somewhere? Nope. You don't?
No.
Get out a scratch piece of paper then if you don't have room. So like my other class, they had room up here and here.
Are you kidding?
Or they had room just below.
I got enough room.
So grab something to write on
Outfitted.
so that you have this. It's not going to take up a lot of room. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. She's probably.
I'm going to start in 5,
No.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so for instance, you're given these three numbers, and we want to figure out if I'm given those numbers, is it a right triangle? Okay, so first of all, we know which one's our hypotenuse.
5.
5, because it has to be the biggest, okay? So I'm going to write off to the side now. So what was our numbers again? 3, 4, and 5?
Yeah.
So we know that 5 is what?
25.
What letter?
Think of the thing.
What letter?
C.
C. So then let's call this one A and B. So now if I substitute it into my formula, A is what? 3. So 3 squared plus
B. 4 squared.
4 squared. Does that equal 5 squared? We have to figure it out. So we're going to do what first?
Oh, you gotta like do the thing and turn it into like squared.
So exponents.
Yes.
Okay. So what's 3 squared? 9 plus 16 equals 25. So what's 9 plus 16?
25.
So does 25 equal 25?
Yes. I think in a couple.
Okay. Therefore, this one is a right triangle.
I just put 25.
If not, you just put no.
No.
Okay, so our next one, we have, what are the problems?
9, 10, 12.
9, 10, and 12. So which one is my C?
12.
This one has to be C. It doesn't matter otherwise what the other ones are, right? Okay, so A is 9 squared plus 10 squared should give me, does it equal 12 squared? So what's 9 squared?
81.
What's 10 squared?
100.
What's 12 squared?
120.
One what?
140.
4?
144. I tried to draw the.
What's 81 plus 100? So does 181 equal 144?
No.
So is that a right triangle? So then on that line you would write no or not a right triangle.
No, unacceptable. No. No.
This is low on battery.
Okay, and then my last one,
10, 24, 26.
10, 24, and 26. Okay, what's my hypotenuse? 26. And then the other ones, it doesn't really matter. So 10 squared plus 24 squared, does that equal 26 squared?
Yes.
What's 10 squared?
100.
What's 24 squared?
576.
And what's 26 squared?
676.
It is. You can use your calculator.
Yes, I use mine.
100 plus 576 is?
676.
So does 676 equal 676?
Yes. Yes.
Therefore it is
Right triangle.
true. A right triangle.
Woo!
Okay, what I want you to do is do those other 3 problems over to the side that are on that paper. But before you get started, please put your pen down. Eyes on me. Okay, what if I gave you numbers like 13, 8, and 26? What's your hypotenuse?
26.
26, okay? They're not always going to be in order like they're giving you. You might have to say, okay, so 26 is the biggest, therefore that's going to be my hypotenuse. Be aware of that, okay? Especially on your homework.
I am aware.
All right, do those 3 and then stand quietly.